all of this stuff going down the way it did, every single answer Jerry gave had the subtext of not saying it, but saying it. That they're better with Micah gone. Tough roughs to figure it out. But he kept saying it over and over and over again. Any regrets on the way things went down between him and Micah to lead Micah to go to... He's a Packer. I can't believe it's a Packer. And you just sent him the AFC. They sent him to the Ice Bowl team, the Des Carter team, to the Jordan Love is going to beat Mike McCarthy team.
Dude.
Any regrets, Jerry?
I am very excited beyond any consideration of a regret, of the consideration that we got in this trade and to have the player. I'm very excited about that. It is more in keeping within my mind what's in the best interest of the Dallas Cowboys.
In terms of things that were said in the media about the agent, any things like that, is there any things that you would do differently if you were to go back?
Oh, no. No, not at all. And nothing at all in terms of regret. If you mentioned, you're asking if I regret. No, I don't regret that at all. I'm very, very excited about the prospects of what we've done for the Cowboys here. I wouldn't have done it. I had total control over being able to have it the other way. So I'm excited. We got what we wanted.
Again, it sounds crazy. But think. Again, I'm trying to find one for you here, TJ. I'm trying to find a silver lining for you here. Because something was up. Something was up. Yeah, and I don't think it was just the negotiation with handshake this, handshake that. Jerry had a number in mind. He was willing to keep with Micah. And all you hear coming out of Dallas, there's some people in that front office. There's some people in that locker room even.
Yeah.
I mean, again, do you have that locker room soundbite? He was asked if there's any concern about the locker room. The effect on the locker room. 26-year-old elite pass rusher gone, 30-year-old defensive tackle with 3 Pro Bowls, understood, coming in. And that's it. You just traded Micah for Kenny Clark for the 2025 season. The future considerations are down the road. That's what they are, considerations in the future. For this season, you traded away Micah Parsons for Kenny Clark. That's what you did. Here's his answer.
Not at all. As a matter of fact, I like what this does.
But from the locker room point of view.
From the locker room, if I'm worried about the locker room, I'm absolutely zero worried about the locker room. No, that's not meant to diminish anything here. I'm just not concerned at all about the locker room. It takes a lot of players to play this game. Locker room knows that we just got a lot of good players.
And I don't think, again, he's referring just to the roster. Do you? You know what I mean?
No.
I'm telling you, Chris, you're a Red Sox fan. You thought trading Devers away was crazy, and it turned out to be an addition by subtraction, right?
It did.
Okay, and
it was from a vibe standpoint.
I'm not spinning. I'm not covering. I swear I think that's what Jerry's talking about here. Whether that's right or wrong. Here's what he said. Somebody asked him about, hey, what about the rest of the locker room in terms of, hey, we draft you, you ball out like Micah balled out, and then this is what happens? Mm-hmm. What do you got to say to players in your own locker room about that?
Here, Micah had 12-plus sacks in each of the last 4 years, very productive. For other Cowboys players coming up the line, they see how this negotiation with Micah went. How would you answer their question, well, gee, what do I have to do to get an extension if Micah can't get one?
Ask Dak. Highest paid man in the NFL. There's a lot of players that they could ask that have been paid down around here. I'll pay players.
So what makes this different?
Because we wanted to look and see if we could do what we did.
Pat.
That's the benefits of the trade made it different. Make no mistake about it. We all know we could have signed Micah, but we decided to go with the trade.
Decided to go with the trade because you can't. But you can't say boy, do we need to stop the run. So let's trade away a generational pass rusher at age 26. You can't say that. And he's like, we could have signed Micah. I could have paid him $47 million a year. He could be here. He didn't want to do it. Why not?
Ego.
I don't know about that. If it's ego, then that's a massive problem. If there's something going on, and again, do yourself a favor, anybody out there who knows anybody in the Cowboys organization or anybody in the business who knows, we're going to talk to Pelissero about it too. Now, Micah can prove that all wrong and go out and ball out, and I think he will, clearly.
But that's not the problem, though, right?
I give you the floor, TJ Jefferson, because you have now, I've laid out the case.
Yeah, you laid it out very great. Just touching on what you just said, him going out and balling, right? That's not the issue. That never was the issue because he's proven he could ball. It has to be, like you said, something internally, something going on in that locker room, in that team, because you don't just let this guy walk.
For two firsts, by the way.
Not for two firsts to the team who constantly eats your lunch, to the team that constantly, like you pointed out, kicks your butt every single time you play them. Not to a team that you're going to have to see. If you want to get to a Super Bowl, when they go deep in the playoffs, eventually you're going to have to see them, right? Why would you do for 2 1s? That's like, Chris, when Luka got traded, right? And you found out what the Lakers gave up, and you're sitting there like, are you kidding? That's all it took. And they did the same thing in their own division. They were conference. Like, I wouldn't say, Rich, I'm shocked, but I don't think I am shocked, because that's why I wore my Joker shirt today. A clowns, because that's what this is. This is a clown show. Like, this isn't a football organization anymore. This is a brand. This is a marketing unit. But as far as football playing, yeah, everyone says we can't stop the run, right? Well, yeah, true. But again, you don't get rid of this guy. It's like cutting off, what is that saying? Cutting off your nose to spite your face?
Yeah, come on. Stopping the run is important, and getting somebody as good as Kenny Clark is great, but at the expense of one of the best at it, one of the best we've ever seen in the first 4 years at it, only other player to have 12 or more sacks in the first 4 seasons, I'm sure you've heard this stat, not just here, but all over the place, is Reggie White, who also, like Micah Parsons, went from the NFC East to Green Bay and is now going to put Green Bay in much better footing to win a championship this year and beyond. We'll talk about the Packers aspect of this later on. But in terms of the Cowboys right now, doesn't make them better for 2025
no.
at all. We'll see what they can do with the draft choices. Jerry did say this doesn't preclude us from using them during the season. Teams don't trade, players during the season for first-round draft choices very often. I know he did that once with Amari Cooper, right? And I understand that, Minka Fitzpatrick once upon a time went from Miami to Pittsburgh for that, but you're counting on the number of one hand the way these things work. It's just tough to sell it. It is ice in winter. The guy 100% didn't want to pay Micah $47 million a year. They weren't comfortable doing it. Trust between both sides have been obliterated, destroyed. Because none of this else makes sense. If it's for ego, that I won't make a deal because of the way it all went down, then shame on them. If it's for something else that we just will not pay $188 million to this player, talent over everything does not apply here, because the everything needs to be removed from our system for the new coach and for, Matt Eberflus. Do you know who was in Chicago when the Bears traded away Khalil Mack?
Eberflus.
Yeah. So that's now twice for him.
Yeah.
Wow.
So crazy. It's really the most wild way for this story to end, and for essentially the non-playing season to end. Because we were all wondering, I was saying, it's all coming down to whether he's getting on a plane next Wednesday to Philadelphia.
Yep.
And he got on a plane to Green Bay instead. And he's now going to be there getting ready for a massive Week 1 home date against the Lions. Ball him up, roll him at Jared Goff. And Dallas will then now take on Philadelphia without a guy. You just look at all the metrics you see on socials from all the analytics folks, one after another. They are clearly a better team with Micah Parsons than not. And it does not matter if you stop the run if you can't stop the pass in a passing league. None of it makes sense unless they were just 100% done with him, done paying him, done playing with him, and they were just finished with it. And that, hey, Brian Schottenheimer, now it's up to you to do what Alex Cora's done without Devers and go with the young kids and trust the process. And the Red Sox have shocked the world. Maybe your Cowboys can.
But I think you losing Mookie Betts is a closer.
No, I'm just. But in all seriousness, I'm talking about this year.
Yeah.
When they traded Devers away, they're like, "What are they doing? Oh, all these young guys that really now you're going to make the playoffs?" Yeah. And it's going to be on Schottenheimer to do it. Tall order. When this is so out of order, good luck.